Go. All right, cool.
Was
Welcome to another episode of the Cult of Personality podcast, hosted by yours truly, once again, Mikeymcchoppa. And with us today, we're here with a very special guest, a new face, Doughie. Welcome to the pod.
what's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all
How
doing?
you been? How you been,
I'm
my
chilling.
guy?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Uh, just bought a new whip today.
Congrats, man. What you get?
Little Crown Vic.
Ooh, that's what's up, my guy. Congrats. That's lit.
I still gotta go get those police stickers taken off the top of the bitch, but you feel me?
Hell
Little
yeah, hell yeah.
auction shit. You feel me?
Hell yeah, bro. Yo, that's what's up, man. Congrats. I love to start off on that note. I think that's such a positive note. Rolling up to good herb, got a new car. It's a celebratory day, and it's a happy new year.
Oh yeah,
Hell yeah, man. Where you from?
Fresno,
Fresno. That's
Fresno,
what's up.
California.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. The music shit kind of started off though, cause like, uh, oh, the groups I used to hang out with, they were just like very like into rap and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I always had this one homie who was always trying to like freestyle in the group, but wasn't really good. And like one day that fool was like, "Hey, bro, let's rap battle." And I was like, "All right, bet." And I completely froze up on some like bullshit ass 8 Mile shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but I was saying like ever since that day, I was like, "Nah, bro, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna make this shit work." And
Hell
then
yeah, bro.
my brother started doing music as I got older, and then rest of their souls, they passed away back in 21. And I
Rest in
never got
peace.
to make a track with them or nothing like that. So now I do this shit for them. You feel me? Like that's my main goal. My main push is like I do this shit for my brothers because they aren't here to do it anymore. You know what I mean?
Real shit. Real shit. Yeah. And life is something that a lot of people take for granted, bro. So it's like you got to use every day to really turn up. I like that, bro. That's very admirable, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But um so yeah, I won't beat around the bush. There's like a trademark question that kind of starts off the interview and we'll go from there because you're talking about like we're kind of beating around the bush of the origins, talking about how you started, why you started. So, Doughie, the name, the image, the aura, and the energy. How did it start? How did we get to this very present moment and everything in between? Kind of like an origin story.
So I guess going back to my brothers passing away and shit like that. After they passed away, it was during around COVID time and everything like that.
Hmm.
And, I just turned 18, and when I was younger, I worked at KFC for a little bit of time, and I never claimed the unemployment checks off of that.
Oh shit.
So whenever I went to actually do it, I had hella back pay stacked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so eventually, I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. And so I went and I bought my first, studio equipment and all that kind of stuff. I bought my first mic, my first interface, which is still the interface I use today. You know what I mean?
Real
It was the
shit.
first one to set up, blew the speakers out and everything like that. So I had to get new monitors and everything like that. You know what I mean? But
Yo, that's the same shit over here, bro. Literally, it was like I was working at PacSun. I lost my job to COVID. I filed the fucking unemployment and yo, COVID unemployment was bugged out. They were giving anybody like
15K,
$600.
I got 15K.
Yo, bro, yeah, bro, it was 600 weekly and then however much back pay. So I literally used that money as well to get my fucking interface, my mic, all that shit. That's so funny. Yo, COVID was a fucking
Yo,
dystopian time, but it was so fun.
yeah, thank God for COVID, bro. Because I feel like a lot of people wouldn't have had their get ups and shit if it wasn't for COVID, bro. You know what I mean?
I think it gave a lot of people time to really reflect like where they were and where they were going, you know? It gave
Exactly. We
everyone
were stuck up inside all day. What else were you gonna do except think?
where time to just stand still for real. Hell yeah, bro, that's dope. Um, not to interrupt you, keep going where with the
Oh
story.
yeah. So I got the interface and shit like that, and I wanted to like start up and everything like that and do my music. But for some reason back then when I was younger, like I was in this just mindset of like, all right, I'll do it later. I'll do it later.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on that year, my pops passed away,
Oh man, I'm sorry.
and I never I was upset with that fool. I never got to say sorry to him, but it was always I'll do it later. I'll do it later, and that's what kicked everything into full play was Stop saying that shit. Stop doing that shit to yourself. Don't do it later. Do it now.
Mm-hmm.
You only have now. You only have now.
Type shit.
Real shit. No, 100%.
For the bit of time that I wasn't doing music, I give him my fucking shit, like all my fucking recorded shit, to my homie T Shreds, and
I
I
heard of
think,
that name before.
huh?
I'm like, I've seen that name before, I'm sure.
That's
T-Shred.
this part right here.
What's up?
What's up, my guy?
So I gave my all my stuff to that fool, and I said, "Do your thing," because he seemed fully invested, and he put his full all into that bitch. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And he would hit me up every day. He'd be like, "Bro, let's make a song. Let's make a song. Let's make a song." And I'd be like, "Nah, nah." And then he made a song with one of our homies named Sad Ray. And I hit him up and I was like, "Hey, bro, let's make a song. Let's fuck with T-shirts, bro." Because I'm an
Yeah.
ass. I'm an asshole. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I'm an asshole. You feel me? Like if my homies were to compare me to any cartoon character in the world, it would be Cartman. Because I'm fat and I'm an
This fool
asshole.
is dead ass Harry Cartman.
Like I'm fat and I'm an asshole. Like you feel me? So it's
Real
like
shit.
that's fat. But yeah, no. So I was like, let's make a song. Let's fuck with that fool. And eventually, it just turned into, all right, let's all three make a song together.
Yeah.
And it was eventually like, well, we're all three here. Why don't we make a little collective?
Right.
So that's how Black Lung Clique forms.
Black Lung Clique, I wanted to ask about that. So it's good that we're getting into that conversation.
Yeah. So and then Black Lung Clique consists of Doughie, T Shreds, You Got Me Sick, Swoon YG, Sad Ray, and Casket. The first four, Swoon YG, Sick, T Shreds, Doughie, all Cali based. Sad Ray is Louisiana based, and Casket Chicago based.
Oh yeah, nationwide.
Yep. So we try to push the sound everywhere so motherfuckers can, you know what I mean, like get the sound pushing out. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Because if it's only in California, then only Cali heads are gonna really hear it until it really gets pushed out like that. But now
Yeah.
that people here, people there, people here, it's a little bit
More
more.
reach.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit more reach with an easier time having it. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, that's lit. And so, what's the origin stories of Black Lung Clique? How did motherfuckers come together and like, how did y'all reach out eventually to people in Louisiana and Chicago and shit?
So honestly, I found out about Sad Ray through T Shreds. Uh, they had did a song together. Was it which one was it? Back to back.
Back to back.
Yeah, back to back, and that one's pretty fire. That one still holds up to this day for sure. Um, but that was like 2 years ago type deal. Now you know what I mean,
Hmm.
or three.
He's like, I'm gonna do the right thing.
And so, what's
I
it
could
called?
face that ocean.
But yeah, no. So that was like 2 to 3 years ago, and then maybe like a year later, that's when I hit him up and was like, "Yo, let's do this." Like, you
Hell
know what I
yeah.
mean? Let's fuck with T-shirts a little bit, and then it, like I said, it just eventually turned into a whole group, and I was like, "Huh." It's crazy how a little joke or like a try to be joke
Yeah.
turned a whole collective into something. You know what I mean? Like,
That's real, bro.
Hell yeah. So get this, how did you and T-Shreds come to know each other? Because
I've known this fool since fucking Sandbox.
yeah, since early days, that's what's up.
Yeah, bro. We
Yes,
used to
sir.
we used to go fucking kick it at the fucking mall and fucking window shop for fucking hours doing nothing as like 8-year-olds.
That's
You
what's
know,
up.
like it was a skate park and then the mall, like because the mall had AC.
Y'all locked in.
Real.
The
That's
mall had
dope, bro.
AC.
What the fuck?
The mall had AC, and then we'd go mob over to the little. There was a Burger King right next to the skate shop, or not to
Yeah.
The fucking Burger
the
King
Burger
that
King
got
was
shot
right
at.
there. Yeah, that Burger King was always getting shot up for some reason. But we would mob over there and just grab fucking water
fucking
cups,
rodeo
and then
burgers.
mob over to the motherfucking mall and just kick it. You feel me?
Yeah. Hell
Like,
yeah.
yeah, I've known this fool since we were jits type shit, like hella young.
That's dope, bro. That's cool. That's like loyalty, irreplaceable,
I'm Gucci. Like
relationship.
I didn't grow up with my brothers around me type shit. So like this was my brother. You feel me?
I get
Like
that. 100%. That's dope, bro. And so when I want to ask, like, when you first started making music and like between like what was the time between when you started making music and when you got into Black Lung Clique? And then also like on top of that question, what sound were you going for when you first started, and was that kind of um like in what would be the word, like in cahoots with what Black Lung Clique was supposed to be? Like, was everything going together? Or was it kind of like Black Lung Clique is supposed to be this, and I'm doing this, like
So
separate?
honestly, with what I initially came out doing was like Suicide Boys type beats on fucking YouTube. You
Yeah,
know what
real
I
shit.
mean? And it's mainly because I like the Memphis type samples. I really like
Mhm.
samples in my songs. I really like hearing a familiar song or some shit like Ghetto Boys on my beat, yeah, or 3 6 or some shit like that on that shit. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Like that type of shit on that type of like those type of beats always caught my eye. And when I first came into it, I didn't really have a planned set for like what I wanted Black Lung Clique to be,
Mhm.
except for diversity.
Real shit. Just to have like a little
Like,
bit of everything.
yeah, so like with our group, how it is today, like we have artists that you got me sick. That fool's Colombian, so a lot of his stuff is in Spanish.
Oh, that's sick. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
and
dope.
so but his English tracks are just as fire. You know what I mean? Like they hit hella hard. And then you got Swoon. He does more of like a Bay Area type of rap.
Mhm.
So like he has a little bit more like boom bap, I guess you could say, like like boom 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 boom,
Yeah.
less emo. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Less
yeah.
sad in his tracks. You feel me? He's more hype.
That's what's
T-shirt
up.
T-shirts makes fucking aura rising music, like some shit that's going like you're gonna like connect to on a spiritual level type shit. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Hell
definitely.
yeah.
And then Ray is our singer. Ray's our singer.
He's a
Ray's our
singer.
singer boy. Ray's our little like he's gonna hit those notes on the song type shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's the singer for sure. And then with Casket's our little freestyle dude. He just goes on the shits and spits.
Yeah,
He just goes.
he got everything.
You know what I mean? So it's just a little mix of whatever. So with Black Lung Clique, we don't sit there and try to push one style. We want you to find something that everyone's gonna like in our group.
Right. That's what's up. And I think it's kind of crazy that people like, people of such different tastes can come together to create this like one collective and,
Oh yeah.
offer it as like this one experience. Excuse me. But I think that's sick, bro. And so,
And
damn,
it's cool
hold
because
on.
it pushes all of us to kind of like come out of our comfort zones too. You know what I mean?
And
Like it
so
pushed some of us to do like features that we didn't think we were gonna ever do.
I was gonna ask about that. I was gonna be like, what does this offer like collaborative wise when it comes to mixing such different
Oh yeah,
styles, you know?
like there's certain songs that I've done where I was like I've never saw myself like. There's this one song called Texas Chainsaw that me and T-shirts made with Sad Ray, and Ray wanted me to put some like scream vocals on that shit.
Hmm.
I never saw myself doing that. I'm a very mellow, like I just like to get high and like say whatever on the mic. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm not coming at you hella fucking crazy or no shit. I'm not yelling. I'm chill. I'm vibish. I want you to be able to smoke a blunt, listen to my
Oh yeah.
shit, and not be
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah. Not too much, you know?
So when I first stepped into that fucking scream shit and did that shit, it was a little like,
So it's not really you trying to make it
fuck, like that's a little like weird.
Yeah.
And then whenever I heard the song completed with the layers and everything like that, I was like, all right, yeah, no, this is fire. I fuck with it. You know what I mean?
It
So it's
pushes you out your comfort zone.
oh yeah, yeah, but it's good sometimes. You know what I mean? But I've also had my moments where I've done a song and I was like, delete. You know what I mean? Because like there's just a certain times where you just got to realize that that's just not your area of music, and
100%.
I don't know. So yeah, it has its cons, it has its pros. There's definitely some songs where I've been like, fuck, I want to hop on that shit so bad, and then I hopped on it, and it just wasn't at all how I like pictured it, and
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no, never mind. Go give this to somebody else, bro. My bad. You
Yeah,
feel me?
but
Like,
at least you gave it a fucking shot.
oh
You feel
God,
me?
yeah, no, that's the whole thing. As long as you like try, bro, like you know what I mean. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
A
Like
hundred
so
percent.
at least I gave it a shot. I tried it out, and I was like, you know what, bro, my bad.
Yep, yep. That's lit though, and I think it's so cool that you talk so heavily about like the collective because it really puts your peoples on, and like shows like this bigger vision beyond just yourself as an artist. And I think that's really cool. Um, So kind of talking about, where you talking we were talking about the past, kind of talking about the origins of this collective, talking about the sound you were going for. How does that come into like now in the sense of what are you making now? What are you going for right now? And also where's the collective right now? Kind of like, just fill in the little details from then to now.
So as of recently with the collective, we'll start with that. We're trying to figure out how to push us more together more often.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
having us like be there more for concerts and shit like that, and like yeah, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um. So right now that's the main thing, and then we kind of have everything on hold. We may or may not be working on a giant group project right now.
Ooh, big collective album, something of that
We'll
sort.
see. We'll see. We'll see what goes. You know what I mean?
Woo!
Right now, personally, I'm working on a couple features right now, and I'm also trying to put together a little album to hopefully put out by my birthday in July.
Oh shit.
We'll see how it goes. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
But, as of right now, I've been working on a lot of like darker melody tracks and just kind of like just getting super fucking high or drunk and then just spitting how I feel on the mic. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
bass feelings off the point.
Keeping it raw.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Trying to show the people that I have emotions and I'm not just like a shit talker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Stylistically, what would you say your sound is right now?
Fuck. That's a
I,
good
I-
question.
I'm I'm not a fan of labels, but I gotta ask just to see what would you like even describe it as?
um, dark, dark rap, mellow rap, cloud rap,
Real shit.
anything of those sorts. You know what I mean? Like just like I said, just some like not some like crazy ass shit where it's like out of like you know what I mean, like full alternative rap or anything like that, but like to the point where, like I said, you can just sit there and smoke a blunt and vibe with my music. You know what I mean? It's not
Real
gonna be
shit.
too heavy. It's not gonna be too light. It's just gonna be right there at that mellow spot.
Word up. I like that, man. And right now where you are, what would you say like who, it doesn't have to be a who or like an artist, it could be anything, but like what do you say influences you or inspires you right at this moment creatively?
Uh, at this moment, the one thing like it's not necessarily an inspire, but like a push.
Hmm.
It's just to like I've been telling all the homies too. Is like recently, ever since 2025 hit, my mindset is no longer like be in it for the bread or be in it for like just the music. Like I want to be in there to help somebody.
Right.
I want to be in there to make a song one day that I'm gonna perform and I'm gonna hear a couple like maybe 20 people sing it, and that's fine with me if it's just 20. But I know that that song resonated with that person in some sort of way, or possibly helped that person in some sort of way.
Word up.
That's fine with me. You know what I mean? I
Word
don't got
up.
crazy ass bread from it or nothing like that. It would be nice. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I don't. It's not the main goal anymore. You know what I mean?
That's real shit. No, and that's like, bro, I think 2025 really is all about like taking a moment again to like really just like see where you are and like smell the flowers. Cause I think whether it's whatever you do, whether you're just working a 9 to 5 or you do music or you do whatever, I think in this day and age it's so easy to get wrapped up in like the numbers or the statistics or even just like, oh, where do I want to go? Where do I want to be? And like the future, perceiving yourself and all of that, you're taking away from the true journey and the true enjoyment, which is right now, this
Yeah,
moment.
exactly. Yeah,
So I like that, and I recently, I just had a whole breakthrough with the same like line of thought because I was just sitting on my couch every day and I'm just super unmotivated, like sluggish, like I can't do shit. I don't want to do shit. Everyone around me is doing something and I'm just shit.
yeah,
And fucking recently, I've just been like, bro, every day is a fucking blessing. You could die tomorrow. And like, if I died tomorrow, I would be a little content with what I did. But if I'm not gonna be dead tomorrow, I want to fucking
exactly.
turn
I want
up.
to do as much as I can to make myself. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Feel happy that I was here.
Yeah, exactly,
Feel
exactly.
some sort of bliss that I lived a life that I could say that I could actually fully be content with. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Word. So life is just crazy like that, but it's good to have that mindset, especially when it comes to like the creative shit of any sort, because I think this is like the true outlet that people, let out all these fucking like all of our struggles into music, into art. And I think like to carry that mindset to be aware of like enjoying the now is really important to the art.
Especially like like I realized like when I make music, a lot of the times back then I just like try to rap about like what I used to be doing or what I did then.
Right,
I'm not doing that no more. So why am I rapping about it?
right.
You know what I mean? Like so, that's what it's exactly it. Like I've just been taking the time in the moment and using that as my fuel, using that as my energy.
Word up. And you're making a true reflection of yourself and, everything around you. It's dope.
Yeah.
Real shit, man. And I wanted to ask as well, not to get so philosophical, right? But I wanted to ask, talking about like bringing people together in real life and shit, how has shows been? Have y'all done shows? Are you planning on doing shows? More
Oh
real
yeah,
life shit, link ups?
yeah. No, so I've done a couple of shows now. Did my first show like not even 6 months within me hopping into the music game, which was fucking
That's
crazy.
dope. That's awesome as fuck.
Like I was like, dude, like, and it was crazy because like at that show we probably had the best crowd there.
That's
Like,
fucking dope.
yeah, so we've done a couple of shows. We've done multiple shows.
I've invited
So
you to
like
both.
I've done maybe coming up to like 10 shows so far already, and I'm only coming on to my like second year of this music shit.
Hell yeah, bro.
You know what I
That's
mean?
dope.
So
How do
and
you like it? Like the experience
I
of performing?
I like. So I don't know. I'm not too into astrological shit and everything like that, and like zodiac shit. But I
Yeah.
am Leo, so
Attention.
I really like the attention, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I do
Yeah.
like I appreciate it. I like when the eyes are on me.
Hell
You know what
yeah.
I mean? And I like so like I'm good. So like take for example, like I had set up a show. I think it was last April,
Hmm.
and you know I like practically hosted the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like introduced an artist and everything like that.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of cool to see how a crowd just kind of like follows what you say because you have a mic in hand.
Yeah, it's just like follow the leader real
it's
quick.
it's kind of crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody would be outside smoking, and like I would just sit there and I would just start yelling like or like be on the mic, be like inside, inside,
And they all coming in,
inside,
yep.
and everyone just starts flooding in. I'm like, that really worked. Like
Yep.
that
They're like,
really
oh
worked.
shit, the show's about to start.
All right, fuck it, let's go. All right, next guy, come on.
Yo, that's lit
Like,
though.
you know what I mean? But I think the only part that I don't like so far about performing is that a lot of my sets have been like at like 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, like
And
real
so
late.
I'm getting up there and I'm feeling like drowsy as fuck already. You know what I mean? Like,
The day's spent. Yeah,
yeah. So but I still try to put on the best show that I can. You know what I mean? And
100%.
like, it's kind of crazy because like when you see me live versus when you hear my music, let alone, it's like two completely different people.
Yeah, and I
Two
think that's
completely
always the
different.
dopest thing.
Like legitimately, like you'll hear my song and it could be mellow as fuck, but for some reason I'm screaming that shit at you on stage.
Yep. And it
I mean,
gives like a whole different experience.
exactly. So it's like, you know what I mean? And I like to present that type of shit to people because that's how I would like to view a concert. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I see a show and you don't sound the same, but it's actually like in a good way, I'm fucking with that. I
Right.
like that. You know what I mean? If you add some sort of like extra to your set, you know what I mean? Like in little downtimes, like I'll sit there and I'll just like talk to the crowd and like make jokes with them and shit like that, or like sometimes I'll forget what song I have next on my list, and so like I'll like try to prep them for it, and then a completely different song hits, and I'm like, oh my bad, I fucking lied to you guys. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like my bad.
It's those human moments that really make live performing and like live shows so much fucking fun compared to like just listening on
Exactly.
your own.
Exactly.
I
And then like
realize that.
just to one day have people just sit there and enjoy my music with other people. That's going to be
Yeah.
like the biggest part of like those people. This whole group of people are sitting here singing my song together, And I know how that feels in concert to like, sing a song that, it feels like only I know
Right.
or
And then
like only resonated with me in a certain way. But now I got three or four other people next to me singing it with me too that I don't even know.
it's this unexpected community that art
Yeah,
just creates, you know?
exactly. Exactly. And it's just to see that type of community like that, like it's nice. It's real nice.
It is really nice, bro, and I think more people need to be reminded how vital the community aspect is to music. I think a lot of people fall into the idea of like individualism and like, oh, I need to make a come up, I need to do this. People end up becoming a little like standoffish and they don't want to make
Yeah.
friends or collaborate or do a
Yeah.
collective. And
Yeah,
I
I
think,
hate that shit because I'm like, bro, you have 200 followers, I have 300. Why can't we do a collab together? What's the difference here?
right,
Like,
what's
what's the
dividing
difference
us?
here? We're both on the come up right now. Like, why do
100%.
you feel that I'm not? You know what I mean? Whatever. But yeah, so that type, I completely understand that type of shit completely. Like, people don't understand. Like, I don't like looking. Me personally, I don't like looking at this shit like a competition. I have no
Right,
rivals. I have no competition.
right,
It's not on no cocky shit of like I have no competition because I know I got no. It's I have no competition because at the end of the day, I see us all doing the same thing.
right,
We're all trying to just get to where we need to be. You
right.
know what I mean? And if you look at that shit like competition, that can either cause one or two things. It can maybe cause a good, you know what I mean, a good surge to like push,
Right. For
or it could
some,
cause
yeah.
you to completely fucking spin out of control and not know what to do.
Yeah, I realize that comparison is truly the thief of joy. Like
Exactly.
once you start comparing yourself to everybody else around you, whatever,
Exactly.
you end up losing yourself because you're so focused on everything else, you know?
Because now you're like, well, how can I make myself different to not be like this person when in reality you're just being yourself and motherfuckers just gonna compare no matter what.
Right, right. You just have to dive in here, not out
Yeah,
here.
exactly. Just yeah, I don't know. I whenever motherfuckers compare me to shit, I'm like, I don't even listen to that fool.
Yeah, no, it's just like get the fuck out of here.
Like,
I'm
yeah,
me. I am myself. But what was I gonna ask? When it comes to hello, we got the cat here. When it comes to the future, we talk about the present and what you're going for right now and stuff like that. When you're talking about what's going on in the future in the sense of like, where do you see yourself? What do you want to do? Where do you see Black Lung Clique going, etc.
I want to start. I know it sounds like it's not like too crazy, but I do want to like start setting some shows up in like UK areas
Oh shit,
because
expanding
yeah,
globally.
and not only that because I know that out in the UK,
Sorry, she was stepping on the computer, so I
yeah,
had to
yeah.
look at
But
her.
yeah, I know that in the UK they really fuck with us for some reason, super hard.
That's dope.
Like they listen to a lot of music. They listen to a lot of music like the emo like rap genre and everything like that. Like take Pete for example. Every time that fool went out to like the UK and shit like that, it he
Russia
like
and shit. Yeah,
so it's like you know what I mean. And then I noticed that like a lot of artists in this like type of genre, you know what I mean, not the exact, but you know what I mean.
yeah,
They do a lot of UK tours,
yeah.
and there has to be a reason for that.
I mean, there's definitely it's a big demographic, you know.
Oh yeah. So I feel like I feel like a lot of like people in the UK just like to hit shows just because of the simple fact that there's probably not that many that go on.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I may be completely wrong. If
No,
somebody in the UK
I
sees
think
this and wants to correct me on that, go ahead, do so, please. But you know what I mean. But from what I can tell, like that's what it seems like. You know what I mean? That is that there's not a lot of people who do shows out there. So when the show does hit, they're like, oh fuck yeah, I don't even know
they
who this
turn
is.
up.
I'm gonna buy the ticket anyways.
Yep. 100%. And it's like it's crazy because it's like you would think that they would like they probably do have obviously their own shows and like their own artists, but when it comes to like the mainstream ish world, it's like the American market is so dominant that like everybody else has to compete with just the American market, you know? So like if an American company, American performer goes out to Europe or fucking wherever the fuck, it's like the biggest thing in the whole shit. It's crazy. It's crazy. That would be sick. I think it'd be dope that if y'all really captivated on that demographic that y'all know y'all have, because then you could really expand on that, you know?
Oh yeah, it'd be a cool little push over there. And then like just kind of like expanding out of Cali.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Hell
haven't really
yeah.
travel too hard out of California altogether in my life. You know what I mean? So it would be cool to just not even necessarily go and like perform, but if I can, you know what I mean, I'll find the venues and do it.
Right.
But just see certain spots and try to just put my name out there without even having to like necessarily perform. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
just
just based off a person, people are gonna wonder.
yeah, exactly. Yo, and I think that's like the energy that's just going on this year, bro. It's just like networking, fucking inclines, just thriving, going up. You feel me?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm really
I,
hoping that this TikTok shit dies out soon.
yeah,
Like I really
yeah,
hope that shit hits the ban just for the simple fact of I need people's attention spans to be more than 15 seconds.
yeah. I think like I talked, bro. I've been having this conversation on the podcast since like I first started the podcast because I think it was definitely even worse like
Oh
two, three
yeah.
years ago, you know.
Oh yeah,
But
when it first came up and everything like that, and it all started back then with Vine too. You know what I mean? Like Vine was still like pretty short, but at the end of the day, we weren't necessarily just sitting there watching Vine on Vine. We were watching Vine compilations on YouTube, so we got a long video of like
also
type
Vine.
shit.
Also, Vine wasn't like this like capitalist conglomerate that was like TikTok quickly became like a giant billboard for like any marketing that
Yeah,
anyone wants to put out.
it was
Vine was
Vine
more
was
for comedy.
funny. Yeah, people just
Yeah.
wanted to be funny. It wasn't no teaching. It wasn't no fucking bullshit. Like
Yeah.
it was just like coming on to just put a skit or be funny or just show that you have humor. And a lot of
Yeah.
those, people rose up from Vine and actually got, Comedy Central jobs or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah. And TikTok could provide
these
those
TikTok
opportunities
fools aren't gonna
too.
do the same.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like I'm like TikTok could like kind of provide those opportunities, but it's really like being way more of a needle in a haystack because it's just like this ginormous thing. But that like for me, TikTok is bittersweet because like the TikTokification of music is like there's two sides to it. It's like TikTok helps educate and expand education on certain things depending on your For You page. However, like when it came to its effect on the actual music market, songs got way shorter, songs got way faster, songs got way more like sounds. There was no such thing as
It
like a
feels like if you make
subgenre.
it feels like if you end up making a 2 minute song, you end up just screwing yourself over just based off of the time now.
Oh
Yeah.
God!
People don't even want to hear your whole 2 minute song. They just want that 15-second clip that's on their favorite video, you know? It's just
Exactly.
fucked up.
They just want to know that little bit that, and then, bro, that fucks up concerts and shit so badly because now you have all of these fans coming through that are taking up like
They only know
pit
the
spots,
chorus.
and they only know the fucking chorus of the song.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, I was trying to vibe, and now
My
I'm
thing,
in the fucking nosebleeds. Like,
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And the fucking posers are all here, fucking front row. Fuck you.
oh god, like it's like, bro, like, come on now, you fucking TikTok addicts, bro. Like, and half of them aren't even paying attention at all during the concert. They're just
They
all
want
on
to
their
fucking
fucking
put it on the
phone.
TikTok.
They're all on their fucking phones.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and
Enjoy the fucking moment.
I know
Fuck.
we probably sound old, but like it's just like this is real shit because like as well as that, what TikTok also did that I never liked is that it like created a lot of posers. Like people think they like a subgenre because they like the look of it, and then like people are like, I'm punk, I'm goth, I'm this, I'm that, and they have no idea that there's like a moral code to any of this shit. And like it ended up just like it just made music very like homogenous for a bit. It's like if you're not making like whatever the fuck is trending this week,
Yeah.
you're out in the shit. So if they ban TikTok and people could take what we learned from TikTok and apply it to like art and just being regular human beings and not like phone zombies, we could actually make some progress, I think.
I really hope so. I really fucking
Right?
hope
I've
so.
I've been saying it. I've been
I,
hoping for eons.
I feel like if TikTok goes away, SoundCloud might make a comeback.
Right, and even if it's yo, 100%, 100%, because people are not fucking with Spotify. TikTok is gonna fucking be banned by the government, so it's like, okay, nobody wants to make a new trending sound anymore because there's no trending sound to go trending.
Exactly.
Hopefully, we just find some real art. I've been hoping for like a renaissance of some sort for like ever, because I feel like things are just so like robotic right now, you know?
Yeah, I feel like people are just brain dead.
Yeah, it's really like the
It's
attention
just
span thing
TikTok.
for real.
It's just TikTok mainly, and it doesn't help that Instagram started implementing that shit too with reels.
Every social media
YouTube
platform
doesn't
has it.
shorts.
Yep.
And then Facebook does it with their shits, but they've been had that. But that only had the old people for a minute until fucking, you know what I mean? TikTok came around and now everybody is back on that shit. It's like fuck, like
Yeah, and whenever I find myself like doom scrolling or whatever, bro, I'm like, I gotta throw my phone the fuck across the room and just do something.
hey
Real
man,
shit, bro.
it's an issue. It's definitely an issue. It's one of the worst addictions at the moment, bro.
Hell yeah,
Like
yeah. Cell
it's
phone,
getting
yeah, cell phone addiction's real. Trust me.
it's getting worse than the drug pandemic at this point, bro. Like
Bro, it's like vapes, phones, fentanyl.
Geek
yeah,
bars.
bro. Like it's
Top
all
three in America.
Bars, bro.
phones, geek bars, and fit, bro.
For real.
Bars.
Shit. We got 2.5 minutes before we have to start a new meet, if anything, but I'm gonna start wrapping up the interview anyway, so if we fall under, then we're good. But before leading kind of towards the wrap up, I'm kind of running out of questions, so if there's anything you wanted to speak about on your own before we ended the interview, I think that'd be dope, because it's your interview and how you want to be presented. So if I missed anything, go for it.
Uh, not too much. I mean, you pretty much touched on most bases. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I
got
feel like we talked a lot about dope shit.
yeah. I just dropped a couple of songs. I think it was like six of them around like coming up to like Christmas and New Year's time and everything like that, just to kind of give the fans something.
Hell
So
yeah.
most of those are on SoundCloud. Some of them are on most platforms. I'm working on getting the rest there, but most of them are on SoundCloud. So if y'all want to go check that out, it's there. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And just keep fucking with me.
That's lit, bro.
With me,
Yo,
bro.
this has been a great interview. I think we had like really good convo, and you're a really cool guy in the sense of like how you approach this shit, because you approach it very authentically,
Oh
and
yeah.
like very like we're like like-minded in a sense. So I thought
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
dope.
yeah. No, I
But
fuck with it.
last question, Dowie, what do you got going on next day, week, month, year, decade, century or so? And it doesn't have to be music related. It could be what you're eating for breakfast tomorrow. But just let people know what you got going on.
Well, like I said, we're working on some shit. Uh, the clique. I'm gonna be working on my own little possible little EP to throw out very soon, maybe July. Working on some more concerts coming up.
Oh yeah.
Though he's trying to clear up his skin. Uh, and just living better, bro. Just living better, making better choices, bro. You feel me?
Hell yeah. I love that growth, and just
Yeah.
moving and persevering.
That's all 2025 is for right now. It's just growth.
Hell yeah. 2025. Welcome and thank you for coming to the Cult of Personality podcast, the first one of 2025. Thank you for joining me for the last like 40 minutes or so, man. Thank y'all for watching. Links in description and everything else I gotta say. Free Palestine, peace in the Middle East. Check out Doughie, check out Black Lung Clique. We love you all.
You're